New Hampshire. Green flag in the air, and we are underway with race number 18.
Whoa. It's a mess back in the pack, wasn't it, Regan? Those guys squirming all over the place.
Yeah, a little bit of a checkup there. Everybody had to make
New
a mix
Hampshire,
of
baby.
action and
Favorite track.
early yellow
What?
flag there.
And
How do you-
33 gets around. That's a new driver.
Looks like he ran right into the back of somebody.
33.
Ripped the radiator out of it.
Muniz.
Well, that's a lot of contact. You know, Regan, as a couple guys that have raced
How
here in
do
New
you-
Hampshire
how do
a
you
lot,
do that?
it's really hard to see down the front straightaway. It's flat. You're sitting behind other trucks. If somebody doesn't get going like you think they were going to go, it just becomes a chain reaction wreck, and that's exactly what we saw. Heck, Baldwin started last, and he was one of the guys that got turned around there. You can see some damage there on Jake's truck as well in the back of that 98.
Yeah, we'll have to keep an eye on that damage on the 98 of Jake Garcia. Keep in mind, he was one of the guys just outside of the chase cutoff line. He was 21 points back. Needed to have a good start to this race to try and score some stage points potentially. We'll have to see if they got a pit to repair this or what they're going to have to do. And he was starting
as long as it ain't a gas,
to
long as the gas tank ain't
that
leaking.
initial checkup, it happened really quick, and it just kept working its way back all the way back through the field.
What a mess.
He might even win.
See,
That might help the
as you
truck.
alluded to there,
Like how damage
21
might help
points off the cut
around
line.
here.
6 guys, as we just said, have locked themselves in, but the bubble is the storyline going in, and this is right off the start of the race.
Yeah, the leaders just didn't go when those other guys felt like the line was rolling,
truck on the inside.
and it just stacked up in the back.
Exactly.
And I'd be curious too. I didn't notice a lot of damage on the nose of Jake Garcia's truck, but that's where it looked to have started as Jake Garcia seemed to get into the back of when the initial checkup happened there. He got into the back of the one truck of Gavin Bichelle, and man, that was some substantial contact. And as you see for Luke Baldwin, very unfortunate as it worked its way
Four
through the field.
drivers,
It just
man.
kept getting
Four
worse and
drivers.
worse.
They horrible.
Wow, that's a
They popped
shame.
it back out.
So he's on pit road. We take a look at our track description. Is sponsored by Craftsman.
The track is a mile in length, just over a mile. You can see the corners are banked 2 to 7 degrees. I've never felt any one of those degrees racing there, Regan. Wide already, probably going to be 4 wide when we get down here to the corner. These guys are just looking all over this little racetrack for room to race.
Later race out front on the backstretch with Zilch in a honeycut, Ricciardo and Daniel Hemrick in 19.
See Caden Honeycutt now trying to get that second position back right now from Connor Zilic. And this is something we're going to have to keep an eye on all day long, Michael. Can be very difficult to pass, right? You want to find a way to get door to door with that truck to your outside. And if you are door to door, you can take a little liberties through the corner. If you're not door to door, you're not going to be able to shove them up the track as much as you might want to get your angle as good as you need to complete it.
Look at that red truck with Grant Enfinger. He was all the way down on the apron trying to make that move on the one truck with Michelle. Couldn't get it done, but just like you said, Regan, you can make progress, you can get inside of a guy, but finishing that pass is just so very difficult. I like that fact that Grant's able to get there. Landon just cut down really low on John Hunter, and I think John Hunter said, "I'm here," and around went Lewis.
And we've seen these trucks racing around each other for the better part of 3, 4, 5 laps now, and just, man, some extremely aggressive racing this early on.
That's a shame right there.
You should be able to keep going.
Lewis, talented young driver, 20 years of age, from Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, for Nice. And unfortunately, it brings out our second caution as they're going to check on the driver of that 45 truck. Here on lap number 14 of this 55-lap stage 1.
Must not be able to get it to crank, Regan, because it's not hurt bad enough to where he couldn't drive off.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing.
We are at New Hampshire under our second early caution in this regular season finale on FS1.
You're a little too hot. That back hurt a little more than I thought it was.
Like a top 10 go to the chase. It'll all be decided this afternoon here in New Hampshire.
Yes, it will, and it's going to be dramatic all day long. You can see it's very impressive.
Laying on each other.
All the way through the field.
Well, I went back and watched last year's race. It was a lot of carnage throughout that race, especially early on.
We're trying to match that right now with the start of this race so far. And what Caden Honeycutt's fighting right now is exactly what you have to be careful of in New Hampshire. Tried to make a move on the 71 of Connor Zilic, couldn't complete that move, but then what took place was Daniel Hemrick saw an opening to get to the outside. He was able to get to the outside, roll that momentum. We'll have to see if Caden can find a way to clear him and save that position.
looking on at this battle. It's not the top 5. He's got a fast truck. Really turning good through the center as you see ducking low there.
He has locked his spot in the chase in 5th place to begin the day. Where's Christopher Bell? A lot of good moves early on for him.
Wow, he's got a fast truck. He's climbed up the biggest mover so far.
You might run
You
today.
see right down on the bottom of the racetrack. He's made a statement.